I've heard like a lot of like mixed reviews. Like some people say like it's almost rude to request like a prenup. Tell me why just a few days later after all that, the internet was questioning why did AB post a picture with Giselle? Boom, headlines, bro. Tom Brady, Giselle meeting with lawyers, divorce in the works.
Bro, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
$6,700. If you were receiving that every month, tax-free,
okay,
as one lump sum, how would you feel about that sum of money?
She made a little comment. She's like, I always expect the guy to pay for dinner. Her to make that little sly comment, I was just like, that kind of irritated me, right? She had some like, penthouse suite. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages.
What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Before the Cut.
Film
back
day.
in this on Monday.
Back.
The amount of crazy shit that's going on right now, bro, I feel like we have to be sober. We got to be alert.
Dude.
But right now, it's a scary time.
Yeah, the strip, bro.
Dude. See, that's why when you guys be telling me Chuy come out, it's like I have a spidey sense, bro. Motherfuckers be crazy.
Bro, me living on the strip, I'm now sitting looking out my window like this.
Bro, you just got to
like I'm like, yo, like is it cool? Is it cool to go outside?
Is it safe over there?
So let's fill everyone in a little bit.
Yeah,
what happened in Vegas this last week?
Bro, this was on a Wednesday at like 11:30.
Casual Wednesday, middle of the day.
Bro, it's lunchtime.
Yep.
It's lunchtime Wednesday. It's like Vegas is different because it's busy all the time.
Yep.
So there's
always
shit
lit.
Always going on.
Always lit.
But you really don't hear stuff like this. Number one, in general, especially not in the daytime. If you've been to Vegas, 9 out of 10 times, there's been women in these crazy hats.
Showgirls.
Yeah,
Showgirls.
with little shoestrings down their butt cheeks.
Yeah.
Want to take a picture
minimal clothing.
Yeah.
Little titties hanging out.
A little bit. Little something.
Yep.
And, they come up to you, hey, you want to take a picture, whatever. They're everywhere. Every corner, you can't escape them.
An occasional, cowboy with no shirt on, too.
Yeah, you'll get like those like diesel,
Yeah, that's
people that look like us.
That's actually before you started cutting hair. That's what you're doing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I didn't want to put that out there, but that was my that was my
sex symbol.
That's what paid for this 4K. There was a guy, I guess, right? 30-year-old guy came up to the girls and was like, "Hey, can I take a picture with you guys?"
Yeah. With
my knife, and this guy had a fucking machete, bro. I'm trying to make a joke, but it's not funny.
Yeah.
He had a kitchen knife. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the girls were like, no, thank you. And then turned around and unfortunately, bro, caught them two and 6 other people.
Bro, insane.
Unfortunately, 2 of them passed. I don't know if it was the showgirls or the other people that were maybe trying to help. But yeah, man, somebody, stabbed 8 people. 6? Was it 6 people? 6
Dude,
people?
to me, that's so crazy because, living on the Vegas Strip, dude. Even I go out here a lot in Vegas, walking from hotel to hotel, restaurants, walking around, you see these girls, and as you said, they're everywhere. Yeah. They're just and they're out. If you guys don't know, these girls basically are posing with tourists, and they're typically charging them. I mean, they don't say it's $5 to take a picture, but they're out there working for tips, and they kind of give the whole wink wink. So to me, it's like damn, something like that happens. And it's this is gonna put all these girls hella on edge, bro.
Dude.
Let's be real. We shouldn't judge people by their looks or just that kind of stuff. But now it's dude, they almost got to be looking at dudes you look safe to take a photo with.
It's crazy too because these girls are you don't know anybody's situation, but a lot of the time, I have a couple clients who their girls do that.
Yeah,
bro, they're just doing it through school. They just look good. They're like, let me make $200-300 a few hours.
Yeah.
So it's and it also happened, bro, in front of the Wynn, which is one of the most prestigious, prestigious
one of the nicest hotels on the Strip. I was actually watching the news after I was watching football all day yesterday, and it was a local Vegas news, and they interviewed the 2 girls that were taking the physical picture with the dude. Yeah. The one girl survived. The one girl died. And she basically said he turned around, stabbed her literally right in the heart, right in the fucking chest. She obviously drops. He then goes, I think, stabs her as well. and she's just like hysterically crying on the news, bro, about how like she like told some guy, there was some guy, and she was like, yo, give me your shirt. And he took this dude's shirt, bro, and she was literally laying on the girl, pressing on her chest to obviously try to stop, the bleeding during. Dude. So it's just like, it's sad, bro, because like Vegas is like, people come here for straight entertainment.
Speaking of fucking just weird shit,
yep.
Did you see the legend, Young 50? You see his entitled ass son the other day, bro? Bro, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
$6,700.
Okay.
Let me ask you. If you were receiving that every month, tax free,
okay,
as one lump sum, how would you feel about that sum of money? Is that a substantial amount of money? Could you, if you had zero income, do you think you could live off that? Like, what are your thoughts on that base amount of money?
So 6,700 times what? 12 months?
Yeah.
So that's like 80K. Bro, that's so $80,000.
This is the most ridiculous fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. Now, there's some headlines that saying it was child support from going to his mom.
Yeah.
You know, there's a few different things that maybe that's what his dad was giving him as allowance.
Yeah.
Whatever the case is, $6,700, bro, is insane for child support.
Free money.
Bro, 80K. That, you need to go to school. You got to get a master's degree sometimes for that. You know what I mean?
So, I mean, this one's interesting. I really don't feel it's necessarily about like the amount of money. Mm-hmm. I think the kid just hates his dad, bro. Him and that kid, bro, they've had beef since like super young age.
Yeah.
Which I do get. I think some of his points, like, you talk a lot about that, like 50 wasn't there for him, da 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 da. But I think it's also that kid's baby mama. I don't even know who it is, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But I think it was a lot of her like fueling the fire. Like, he don't do shit for us. He don't do this, that, and whatever. Mm-hmm. And it was more like the kid's living with the mom, the kid's taking the mom's side, etc.
Yeah, I mean,
but I see in the headline, bro, when it was originally like, you're receiving $6,700 a month. He basically said this ain't shit. It was funny because after I seen that statement by him, right? Looked up his Instagram, bro. This guy.
That's why this shit gets me so angry, bro. But what I did see on this motherfucker's Instagram, bro, is every picture different Cuban, different Rolex,
he's
different busted Rolex.
He's iced out. Balenci hoodie. I seen him with a nice little chain. Like, he's doing all right. What I'd like to get into though, really, on that is like, your view of child support and what you feel would be enough. Do you feel like these women that obviously gave birth to a kid of these higher profile people, mm-hmm. What do you feel like is enough? Because it's like a lot of these guys over the years, they're getting more and more and more money.
Yeah.
When is enough?
I think it's different. It's case by case, bro. Like, that is the thing about child support. Like, if the mother and that child live in LA, you have to, it is expensive. You know what I mean? That's the kind of kicker. They can decide wherever they want to live. If they want to live in the most expensive area in the world, in the country, they can. And your child support is based on that. Again, I don't know what their thing in court is, but that's the thing too. That's the thing that no one ever talks about. When they sign, this is what it is, they both have to sign and agree.
Yep.
So at the time, she was good. Also, isn't this kid like 25?
Yeah, dude, I actually looked that up.
But I wonder if, you see your dad and the people he's around. I saw one of the pictures, he's FaceTiming Mayweather.
Yeah.
Back to the entitlement. I think there has to be a little bit of like, bro, why them, not me?
Yep.
If my blood father is living like that, why am I in this little ass apartment?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But by definition, bro, that's entitlement.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Because I think when it comes down to it, bro, I think 50's probably a good dude at heart. It's just 50's one of those guys, like, you do him wrong, you do him wrong, you do him wrong. And I think
with your kid though, bro.
Yeah.
Especially this motherfucker looks just like him.
Bro, his twin. I thought they were making Get Rich or Die Trying 2.
And also, too, I think just as a son, bro, whether you want to accept it or not, culture might be different. You always do search validation from your dad, bro.
Yeah,
you know
for sure. So, you know how they say family over everything, right?
Mm-hmm.
Family over even things such as football. Not for Tom, bro. Not for Tom,
said,
bro.
Nope, I need one more,
Football
bro.
over everything. He's like, I still got some fingers available, bro. So our guy Tom, the GOAT himself, snip, snip, snip to his supermodel wife, Giselle, bro.
See ya.
So this is crazy to me, bro, because I know last week's episode, we were talking about Antonio Brown posted a picture of him and Giselle. I thought that shit was hella weird, right?
Yeah.
Bro, tell me why just a few days later after all that, the internet was questioning, why did AB post a picture with Giselle? Boom, headlines, bro. Tom Brady, Giselle, meeting with lawyers, divorce in the works.
Bro, I mean, so obviously it was already bubbling. It was rumored. You know what I mean, for him to do that.
Like there was certain people in Tom's life that knew that shit was messy at the house.
Yeah.
Dude, I mean, his whole retirement thing was weird, dude. Like, he literally, like,
he announced like a few years
he was
ago.
like bouncing around whether or not he was retiring. He finally comes out and says he was retiring, and then like, bro, he just snuck back in the NFL. Like, hey, guess what? I'm not retiring.
He was like, never mind.
Like, and dude, there was hella shit. Like, damn, there was all these like memes, like, you know, like Tom must not like the home life, and you know, it's
so let's just assume for the fun of this conversation.
Yeah.
Let's assume that that's what it was rooted of. He didn't want to retire.
Yep.
She's like, come on, please, like, let's just start our life, like, no more.
Yeah.
Me and our children just want you all the time. How do you feel about that, bro?
Yeah.
Like, do you blame her for wanting that? Do you blame him for like, listen, you knew what it was when we got together. You know I'm here for fucking everything. I don't want to leave not a single ring available. I want my toes covered.
Yeah.
That's just what it's got to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I see both sides, bro. I see both sides.
So here's my thing, bro. When you're dating someone in that like scenario, right? Like, you're obviously like, you know what you're signing up for.
You have to.
Even like dating, you know, let's say tables are turned. Even dating like Giselle, like a supermodel, like on her level, all the travel, I'm sure that was involved with, you know, like earlier years in their marriage and shit.
I didn't even think about that.
When, you know, and then it's like the Tom side of things, like, dude, this is an NFL like athlete, and this is not just like a normal NFL athlete. This is not a dude that makes, you know, 800,000 league minimum. Like, this is big time, bro. Like, he is the GOAT. Rings on fucking rings, bro. And you know, she knows his love for the game. She knows how dedicated he is. You know, you talk about everything from like the dude's, you know, diet to work ethic, how involved he is with the team, the play calling. Like, Tom is on a whole other level when it comes to NFL athletes. So I don't know if I was in Giselle's shoes, bro, to me, it's one of those things like, it's his love for the game. Like you can't hold that against him.
No, dude, I think that I think you have to see both sides. You know what I mean? Like, you need to, like, for me, you know, I definitely always, everything I do, I consider the feelings of, you know, my wife.
Yeah.
Making sure that I split up my time.
Yeah.
But I'm also not the greatest football player to ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is his last year, I think, contractually, right? He's actually going to start TB12. Have you heard what that is?
I think so.
So he's about to start that, right? Which is a stupid bag. I think it was rumored like that's a $300 million deal.
Yeah.
So if you're Tom Brady, shit's kind of shaky at home. You're like, let me just before the check comes.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You hear about this a lot. I'm like really curious on this because I've heard like a lot of like mixed reviews. Like some people say like it's almost rude to request like a prenup, you know, with your partner. Makes it almost feel that like, you know, you expect for something like not to, you know, work out, whatever. I'm curious on your thoughts of prenups.
Yeah, I'm coming to this relationship with a few M's. I'm sorry. I worked a lot for this. Like, if this doesn't work out, I'll be damned if anybody's taking a dime.
Yeah. No, for sure.
And that sounds fucked up, but that's what it is. Yeah. Bro, when you brought up dating just now, It's actually so funny, bro, because I was texting you earlier this week that I was like listening to a few songs that brought me back to like when I was dating, when I was out here in the cut, bro.
Yeah.
And it reminded me, bro, it was a poll. It was like on Twitter. What's the craziest thing that someone's asked you, or like a first date question or situation that you've been in, bro?
Like during the college days, bro, when it has, you know, house parties, all that kind of shit. I'll never forget, bro. This wasn't during the first date, but went out to dinner, right? Check came and, paid for dinner. I had no problem paying for dinner. Yeah. And she like, and she made a little comment. She's like, I always expect the guy to pay for dinner. Her to make that little sly comment, I was just like, that kind of irritated me, right?
Yeah, that would have kind of got me a little like.
So I'm like, yo, like I just like met you in person for like the first time, right? Okay, so I was a little thrown off by that. The next morning, I wake up and like no good morning, no hi, no nothing, and it was a link to Expedia. And I'm like, the heck is this? So I click on the link, bro. Mm-hmm. And you know how like Expedia, like you can book everything on Expedia? Yo, tell me why. No. This girl went home either that night or woke up early the next morning and she planned a whole itinerary. She had a rental car, she had flights.
For you guys?
She had some like, penthouse suite.
Bro, shorty had good taste.
Penthouse. That was probably like my most memorable in the Bay, for sure. How about you?
Bro, it's so funny that you said that like she just expected that. Yeah. Or like she was like just super forward about shit like that. I remember there was this girl, bro, who was like, I was talking to her. I mean, I liked her forever, bro.
Yeah.
I was probably like a senior right after, like senior year and then after. So I was like, I'm trying to talk to her. I finally I got her like in the spot, right?
Finally got the balls.
Finally, bro. No, I finally got her to like want to like go out. I go pick her up. I'd been to the, I go pick her up, bro. I'm like, hey, I'm outside. She opens the door and bro, she like throws her purse down first. It's like a bag,
so aggressive, bro.
Bro, she just like boom, and then she gets in, closes the door. She's like, "All right, where are we going?" I was, bro.
Oh my god!
I have never felt so. At that moment, I was just like, "Shorty, I don't even like your ass no more." You know what I mean?
Oh, first impressions are everything,
bro. And again, we were already talking like getting into that, like stepping aside from being like just friends into like, hey, let's we're going on a date. And bro, we like went to go eat and then we got ice cream and shit. But like the whole time, bro, I couldn't get that out of my mind where I was like, you that comfortable already?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And again, we weren't like hanging out all the time, but that's crazy, bro. Like that's how I get into my mom's car. I just throw my backpack in there and I'm like, you know what I mean? I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
So that was like the worst. Listen, thank you guys so much. We appreciate you. See you on the next one. Peace.